Okay, just to continue that, in this age of technology and social media, how do you navigate the potential impact on mental health?
Hmm. Okay, that's a crazy question. I think like social media has a super extremely large impact on your mental health status. You just mentioned something now that you have to be so like worried about.
Yeah.
You know how you look on social media and all of that. And that's another point that's true. I mean, that's one thing that people worry about a lot, like how they are seen by the world, because social media is worldwide, and people around you and close to you and people you've been in school with and whatnot, they just judge your stuff,
Yeah.
the things that you post. So if you're going to post a picture, best believe that picture is going to be seen by everyone, and not everyone's going to like it. Not everyone's going to have a positive comment about it. And, that's just going to mess you up mentally
Yeah.
because, people are so programmed into this new thing that gives them a rush, and it's the
Yeah.
adrenaline rush from social media. And it ends up becoming like a drug that you need to get your daily dose of every day. Like TikTokers, I'm pretty sure if you get a TikToker that gets like high amounts of views and engagement, like if they had to end up losing that and start getting a
Yeah.
low amount, they'd start going into like depression or
They
anything
base
of the
their
sort
happiness on social media,
on
basically.
social media. And not only that, I think people look at other people's lives as well. And that also messes up their mental health because they want something that other people don't have. And that messes with your mental health as well because you're
Of
not,
comparing, yeah.
yeah, it's comparison. You're comparing what someone else's life to yours. And in a way, it creates
That's so
all
true.
those emotions of depression and, unhappiness. And you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not satisfied
Yeah.
with your life anymore and what you have and all of that, all because of social media. So it impacts a lot on mental health. It's really bad. It's
Yeah.
really bad and good at the same time, but I've heard a lot of negatives from it. A lot of negatives.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. So there's not like much for me to add because,
Yeah.
like, you generally said basically everything I wanted to say.
I stole the words out your
Yeah,
mouth,
just
like what you
take
did to me in the last question.
because that's so true. Like most of our problems are based on social media. People like unaliving themselves because of things people say on social media. So that's I'm like, yeah, you're
Huh.
right.
Aside from that, what about businesses?
But
Businesses get
yeah, that's
attacked
so true.
properly, and people don't look at the mental health of people like that. Like a business that's owned by someone and they've been just by a silly TikTok post, that went viral, and it's not a positive thing about someone's like shop or something of the sort. It makes them lose business and clientele and gives them a bad name. And that's a problem with social media, and it puts those people in depression. You end up closing shop, you end up,
And the thing
it's
about
crazy.
social media that I noticed is like they don't care if you rich. You know what I mean? They like don't care. That's when they like more brutal on you because they think, oh, this person has money, so I can like do and say
Do and
whatever
say
I wanna
whatever.
say.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't like it. I actually dislike the whole idea of how people go down and what they do on social media. They use social media as a weapon nowadays to
Yeah.
attack people. And people are being attacked a lot, mentally. It drains you because of the impact it has on you.
And people create drama and they come with this like what's the story times and they like talk and then the whole community picks a side that they on and they'll attack the specific person. And like for people that are in our like age, it's like traumatic. I mean, I personally would not handle like if you know what I mean, like so many people would come against you and like put hateful comments and just flood all your social media with like hate.
Yeah, with hate everywhere. That's the crazy part, and how do you handle that as a person?
I think you just
Hey.
like take the time that you need away from your device,
Away from your
away
device,
from
exactly.
social media, and just everything passes, like I think,
Yeah.
and that viral thing or moment is gonna like die just like 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, it is
For
just
those
5 minutes
people that
of
like,
fame. Exactly. And that's the thing, people need to not let that become the issue, because all of those people behind the screen that are talking and throwing their comments and all of that, they'd never say it to your face. That's a problem. People like hiding behind the screen and creating issues for other people and making them feel a certain type of way. And then other people become depressed about it and they're not happy and all of that. And that's why you shouldn't worry too much about it. Don't let those things attack you mentally.
and
I
one
think.
thing that I don't like
Yeah.
about people nowadays is like if you make a mistake, they behave like it's unrepairable, like you can't live anymore from that mistake, like your life shouldn't go on, and they like remind you of that one mistake, and sometimes it'll bother you personally, and it would obviously eat at you, but then when you're trying to move past it, people are gonna like bring it back up, especially in this day and age.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. That's why you can't make any mistakes.
That's so hard. But people
It's really
behave
not
like
easy.
they
You
don't
can't.
make any mistakes.
Yeah,
like they're
you're
just
just
perfect.
human. Exactly. You can make mistakes. You're supposed to make mistakes. We're not
That's what
perfect.
makes our life interesting, I think.
Exactly. So feeling like depressed or having like
About
a
your
negative,
mistakes, yeah.
yeah, don't be negative about your mind. Don't let your don't let your mind go into a negative space. It's just not worth it at the end of the day, I think.